But make sure y'all look out for that. Tomo, flows back to you.
Hey man, that's insane. Cause Teddy was the only one who got the low grade, but I let Coach down because he was highly upset by my draft grade. But guess what? We stole one week one, baby. That's what we do. That's what we do. You gotta fight it out. Thank you, Lamar. Thank you, Texans. Y'all help me. Oh, hey AJ Brown ain't do that 4 tutties, huh? So anyway, let's we got to talk about some bad news, man. We waited all off season. We seemed like we almost waited 3 seasons to figure out if Aaron Rodgers was gonna stay with the Packers or not. He signed the extension. He said all right, I'm gonna be here. The last time we seen Aaron Rodgers was walking down the tunnel, him and Randall Cobb, they was looking so sad. Then he popped up out of his darkness retreat and said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the Jets." He said, "All right, cool. We're gonna see how the Jets go." Zach Wilson was like, "Wait a minute, I thought this was my job. Like, why y'all keep getting people? How come they don't want me, man?" And unlike some people who don't got TSA pre-check, their flight was delayed. You know what I mean? They didn't make it. So the flight got delayed. And the question is, will the Jets make the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers? And because you went last, Joe, I should have went first to last topic because I don't like talking about Aaron Rodgers because it's personal. If you're a Cowboys fan, you understand why. But will the Jets make the playoffs without Aaron Rodgers? Did the Jets make the playoffs last year with Zach Wilson? No. Did they have almost all these same pieces? Yes. So to me, I think if they they didn't have Matt Nagy, so that's a difference. I think he'll understand because if you watch the Bills game yesterday, who was going off? Brees Hall. Every time they needed a big play, right up the gut. Who do they play next week? The Cowboys. What were the positive plays in the Giants game? Right up the gut with Saquon. So if Dallas can't fix their run blocking, stopping the run, then that's a momentum builder. Because the way they won that game Monday night, after the whole stadium was like, "Oh man, it's over." People was giving them the finger and all this other stuff. They thought it was over. To come back, win, and have Robert Saleh. I think that's how you say it. Salah. Okay. See,
Sorry,
Coach Rob. Because I don't want to butcher up the family name. So they got Coach Rob, and then the passion behind that. It's just like watching the Lions. You know what I mean? Like that's one of them coaches who's like, "Look, we're gonna do what we got to do," and if they can continue to run the ball, maybe they can run their way into the playoffs. But for me, I don't think so. I don't think they have a shot. That division is too tough. We've literally seen what Tubby Tua can do when healthy. We put the reels up today. You seen it. Tyreek Hill. A lot of people agree by the views and likes that he is the best receiver in the league. Garrett Wilson with the ugly catches reminds me of another wide receiver who played with bad quarterbacks. Hopkins, McLaurin. I'm just saying, like it'll be there, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. Joe.
Yeah, and then with the coach Robert Saleh, you saw him run the field after they won. He ran he's the first one I saw. I was like, "Where he come from? What in the world?" So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I got you.
Hold up.
Man, where's that good old comment? Because we got a Steelers fan here with the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to Vaughn, man. Hey Rod, you're done, son. Oh man, he won't get another ring, and it's sad. I wanted him to get a shot with the young core. It's sad. Hashtag Steeler Vaughn. Hashtag R2L. Hashtag Parlay Vaughn. Oh yeah, the parlay chats. Yeah, shout out to Vaughn for starting that parlay chat. But with the $4.99 super chat, man, yeah, it is. It really is sad because 3 plays in, we did not expect that.
Shout out. Hey, Tomo, yeah, it's a new candidate for you.
Nah, I can't do that off the injury.
You know, it could be like it could be like a tour type one. You know, you can talk about it.
I'll write it down. All right.
All right. So I'm gonna start by saying this: if you are a Jets fan, I feel bad for you right now. I really do, man, because y'all were one game really out the playoffs last year with the worst quarterback play in the NFL last year. And then you go out and get a guy who won 4 MVPs, who's hungry to win a Super Bowl, who's motivated to leave Green Bay and shove it, somewhere where they're going to be mad, right? He wanted how that guy get a finger. That's what he want to do with the Green Bay Packers. I saw a video of in Green Bay at a bar when they were giving free beer if the Jets won, I mean if the Jets lost to the Bills, they was giving out free beer. All right, and this is after Aaron Rodgers' injury, by the way. So then you get Aaron Rodgers and land right. Come to your team. He seems so energetic. He seems so excited. Like you said, Tommy, with a young core. You know, we all remember the Brett Favre stage. It was nothing like what we seen with Aaron Rodgers in the preseason.
Nope.
So you were excited. You like, we have no rate. No, we gonna go up. We're making the playoffs at least. And then on the third play, he tore his Achilles. That's crazy. On a primetime game, Monday night, you watch all the other football games. You've been waiting for this time, and then that's crazy. Now, Tomo, I will say that I'm not surprised he got hurt because that offensive line is terrible. I watched him in the preseason, Tomo, and I mean, one thing I thought with Aaron Rodgers, he's really good getting the ball out of his hands fast, stuff like that. I was surprised of the timing of the injury and what the injury was. You know, the Achilles, that could just happen. You running, you know, like Brees Hall, he was running. I mean, I thought it happened, by the way, he slowed down, right? So Achilles could just pop any second. So it's sad because you got Brees Hall come back. He had 127 yards yesterday, 10 carries. You got your boy Garrett Wilson caught that crazy catch off the fade, right? Crushed the DB, right? So, but it's sad. But no, they're not making the playoffs, man. Now, I did not had them making the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. It's because the AFC is stacked. AFC is stacked. I know, Tom, I think you had them making the playoffs.
I think I did. Yeah.
Right? But I had them finishing with 8 games. They got a tough schedule, too. First of all, they got to play a division. Their division's already a tough division, including the Patriots. You saw the Patriots get the Eagles a game. That's who the Patriots are. They're going to be in every game this year. And then on top of that, Tom, they play the NFC East. They play all good defenses right there, right? So, like, I watched under their schedule, probably like 10 of their teams they play this year are top 10 type defenses. So, with a quarterback like Zach Wilson, that's dangerous. You know, so Zach Wilson, he did look okay. He looked better than last year, I would say. You know, but Brees Hall gave them life. But nah, man, I feel bad for the Jets fans. I think they had a shot to do something with Aaron Rodgers, but the AFC was just too deep. And now without Aaron Rodgers, I don't have them making the playoffs.
Now, one thing I will say is, I mean, this is the ultimate test of week 2 because I literally said yesterday, imagine what the Cowboys do when they play backup quarterbacks. And here it go. Here's a backup quarterback, and the world is waiting to see if we a flop. So if the Jets go down to Dallas and win that game, I mean, I've been talking trash for a few days. It's gonna be ugly. It's going. I might go into a dark cave. That's all I'm gonna say. But nah, I mean, I want to give them a shot, but like you said, their division alone is kind of like what the NFC East is almost every year, and the AFC East is that this year. It's like you can be good, but you got to be good enough to get out. And Zach Wilson he's just not that. Like, we know Mac Jones. Everybody cracks jokes on Mac Jones. They call him mac and cheese, but I mean, some people call him lobster Mac. But are you taking Mac Jones or Zach Wilson?
Facts.
You taking Tua or Zach Wilson? You can Josh Allen, even with the turnovers, Josh Allen or Zach Wilson? Hey, Sauce, it's gonna be a long season, man. And we're not even gonna talk about it. I mean, you did look good, but it was some moments in that game where you was just looking like, man, it's too much.
He's been cooked by Stephon Diggs. 5 targets, 5 catches.
Sophomore. It's the sophomore year, man. But you know, it happens, man. Hey, so as a matter of fact, you can join one of these IG chats, and we can talk about it in one of the chats, man. Because a lot of stuff go down in these IG chats. Glad you got that up, Joe. So we talked about the other shows we have on the network. So now we got to tell you about how we keep this network flowing with these IG chats. Again, at Refuse to Lose Sports. You can click on it. You can try to join one of the chats, but we got to tell you how you can actually get into them. So the chats we have to offer, we got the NBA